coming down the other way, you land on those exact same dates, which is confirmation you're correct. You got it right. You have the right calendar, whereas Usher is off with Abraham's date. And so this is internal confirmation from the Bible itself, when you can find that structure, and it's so solid that you must have did it right. Because just think, we're saying there's 13,000 plus years from creation till now, and we have over 7,000 more years than Usher put forth. And so if we're off, if it's wrong, you should be way off. You should be way off. If you're coming down through history down to Abraham, if you're wrong, you should have crazy dates. But it's right on the money.
Yeah, and there's quite a few historical dates that line up with the Bible, like the fall of Babylon, 539 BC. Different kings like Jehu, and these are secularists who arrived at these dates, like Babylonian tablets, to arrive at 539 BC. These are outside the Bible, and they're arriving at these same dates. I think with King Jehu, they found what's called the Black Obelisk, which is like an ancient relic that basically, in using like different solar eclipses that the Assyrians had kept track of, they backtracked to arrive at these dates. So they use sources outside the Bible, and the biblical timeline just so happens to line up with those dates. And the only way to get to those dates is to start with Adam. When you start with Adam and those long ages that people doubt they lived that long, that's what gets you to true historical secular dates, but also biblical dates.
And when we have that extra thousands of years, we have time for the Egyptian dynasties that archaeologists have found. Yeah, they go back over 3,000 years, which would disprove Usher's calendar. And this is a problem with the churches. They're continuing they're not only disputing and correctly, well, you say billions, but it's actually thousands, but then they're stuck in their debates and discussions about this, where the secularist is going to go to archaeology and say, look, you don't allow for this, you don't allow for that. But with a true biblical calendar, plenty of time for history to unfold, for all the time since writing developed. We allow the biblical calendar allows for all that.